A couple things before we start. The fire exits, we went over that, right? Excellent. Okay. Was it not Adlai Stevenson who said, the only thing the human race is not improved upon is... Something happened to me recently. And I feel the need to tell everyone about it. And the one medium that I feel most comfortable in expressing myself and telling stories and retelling tales is, of course, the musical theater, obviously. So this is going to be a modern-day medical musical. It's a modern-day medical musical. It's a rom-com. .com. And there's a in the second act there is a sex scene. Just want to let everyone know. It's really fast though. If you think you're going to miss it, it's really quick. 3 minutes, including the song. Unbelievable. What else? Oh! Did anyone see the review in the Brooklyn paper? We got a review in the Brooklyn paper. Not bad. So, according to the Brooklyn paper, we are one of the hottest new musicals off Broadway. Off Myrtle Broadway, of course. So, the thing is, if you find yourself at the doctor's office a little more often than you think you need to, well then, it's time to start questioning some things. And let me tell you a little story that happened to me recently. You guys into these things? And who doesn't like bells? Who doesn't like a bell? Just not right there. That's all. So we're in a doctor's office. That's where we always are. Of course, we always are. As an aside, our first of the evening, which is actually pronounced acai, the doctor's patient, Rico, from Puerto Rico, enters. Enter Rico. He's from Puerto Rico. Dr. Glassheart's medical patient Rico from Puerto Rico is a 2-time, twice-enlisted, double-dutied, indoor-outdoor Vietnam and Gulf War veteran. That's chronologically complicated, I do understand. let me backtrack for a second here. He's a Vietnam and Gulf War veteran. Now, when I was doing the interview for the Brooklyn paper, did I mention that we got a write-up in the Brooklyn paper? Did everyone see this? Actually, here, we got in the Brooklyn paper recently. Did you see this? Yeah. I know, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's like on page 3 or 4. It's amazing. It's absolutely. Did you guys see this? It's absolutely. It's totally. Seriously, I can't believe this. It's amazing press. No. You can check it out on your own time. On your own time. Show here. Sure. Oh, but be remiss, read the crime blotter. It's hilarious. They have to come up with all these names for all these perps. The snake. It's on the same page as the review. But read it on your own time. On your own time. I see what's going on over there. On your own time. After the show. Also, the review gives away the ending of the show, so just put it away. Okay, so as I was going to say about the Brooklyn paper, he asked me, how is it possible that Rico served in both the Gulf War and Vietnam? How's that possible? And I said, well, look, okay, this is in the interview. Obviously, he's throwing hardballs at me. The Brooklyn paper's throwing hardballs. I said, he was one day old enough to serve in Vietnam, and one day young enough to be able to serve in the first Gulf War conflict. And so the interviewer starts thinking, actually, this doesn't really add up. Colin, the interviewer's name. It's musical theater. We have a 10-year, elbow room. Okay, please. But I did respect his journalistic integrity, of course. Rico is of the conviction that Dr. Glassheart, medical doctor, is, according to Rico, a psychiatrist. But the Dr. Glassheart, medical doctor, is not a psychiatrist. He's a medical doctor who does, in fact, honor Rico's insurance card. Rico has been officially diagnosed with ADD, OCD, ESP, ESPN, ESPN2, PTSD, MDMA, YMCA, JCC, CSNY, AAA, NAACP, MDS's 4, 5, and 6, ASAP, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, MSNBC2, PBS, PBR. In other words, Rico has been officially diagnosed with Gulf War Syndrome. As an aside, which is pronounced, our second of the evening, Rico is of the conviction that Puerto Rico did actually, in fact, become the 51st state of the Union. He's convinced it became the first 51st state of the Union. It was this close to. Additionally, as in another acai, Rico still uses the metric system to this day after switching over as some of us did, myself included. Rico is sitting in what is for certain is a psychiatrist's chair, but it's just a regular chair. There's no strings or labels attached except for that one of the boxes made in Korea. Otherwise, Rico.
Yeah, Doc, I know. I'm gonna get it together, even if it takes forever. But sometimes this whole mess with the IRS gets me within a few centimeters of my 9mm. Doc, you got my card, right? Because I gotta go. I gotta get going.
Rico exits or he gets going. One or other, the choice is his. Nadine enters. Enter Nadine. Dr. Glassheart's generally trusty general assistant nurse, Nadine, the assistant general nurse practitioner, is a fully accredited and fully qualified medical assistant licensed practical nurse practitioner. Practically. Nadine took correspondence courses through the nationally recognized practical nursing program at Queens Community College. She completed her training and received her training certificate in just under 6 months and is now a fully qualified, certified, accredited medical nursing and practical medical nursing assistant nurse practitioner. I have to say this part here. The post-certificate job placement department at Queens Community College helped Nadine land a job that she loves and deserves. Let Queens Community College help you land the job that you deserve and deserve. Trained enrollment agents are standing by. Nadine.
Dr. Hot Glass! I'm conflicted between efficacy and efficacy. You see, I need to be affected by ethics analytically aligned to the greater good. So help me God!
Nadine doesn't exit.
I'm not leaving.
Enter Dr. Glassheart. Dr. Glassheart, medical doctor, is a Hartford-trained medical doctor. Hartford Community College in Hartford, Connecticut offers correspondence courses in the traditional and non-traditional medical arts, as well as on-the-job training and guaranteed job placement, generally allowing you to earn your medical degree generally in just under 6 months in general. I know, top that, Toro College. I'm going to go off script here for a second. Dr. Glassheart's entire back history is going to be told in the prequel, which is actually going to be the sequel. Making this presentation of Dr. Glassheart actually part 2, although this is the first time we've actually staged this show. Part 1 is going to come out next year. Part 6 is going to be part 3, which came out 2 years ago. So the backstory, which probably is not going to come up later on tonight, is that Dr. Glassheart, medical doctor, served his internship on a ship. One of those luxury liners in the sea. He also worked as a waiter aboard one of the many fine dining establishments aboard that ship. This was in order to stabilize his medical bills, or rather I should say his medical school bills. As an acai, our third of the evening so far, I must also mention that Dr. Glassheart's medical internship was served aboard the ship under the auspices of the ship's chief medical doctor and ordained minister, the Reverend Captain Dr. L.L. Lionheart, medical doctor, who has a long and storied history and who has long since passed. As another acai, our fourth of the evening so far, Dr. Lionheart will not be mentioned again tonight. But to this day, Dr. Glassheart still has frequent flashbacks to his days in the kitchen in the ship's restaurant, still to this day. Dr. Glassheart.
I've heard what it is that they are talking about. That the doctor is on the team. But make no mistake, a tale of two subsidies is what I mean. It's not for me to differentiate between the two, you see. There's a strong and long-reaching arm with a three-pronged modality. Profit, earnings, and income. But I took an oath, and to renege, well, that would just be hypocritical, wouldn't it? So here I stand before you all. However long this takes, I will wait and be of service to you all.
It's not the ship's horn that we hear, but rather the doctor is having a frequent flashback to the sound of the ship's horn.
Lobsters on table 217!
I'll take the mahi-mahi, the sake, and the teriyaki.
Clean up on concourse number 7!
Yes, my friends, there are 7 grand concourses. Count them. 7. 1, 2, 3. Dr. Glassheart, medical doctor, is coming to terms, as he often is, with the understanding that his white medical jacket is not all-knowing, nor is it all-powerful, nor is it even at all sanitary. This was a heavy pill for the doctor to swallow, so to speak. I mean, what if your entire indoctrinated belief systems were in truth and in proof absolutely foundationless, flawed to the core? Dr. Glassheart thinks about his thoughts. He thinks about his thought processes, his process of his thought as he knows it. Dr. Glassheart's lament.
If you think a fizzy thought, kindly keep it to yourself. When you think of what you've done to me, can't you think of something else?
Can't you think of something else?
Won't you tell me who you are once again? I per se, 'cause I'd really like to know. When I think about lobotomy, then I'm really in the know.
Then I'm really in the know.
Then I'm really in the know. This time once again. Then I'm really in the know. What I think lies underneath the seas and common dreams leaves well enough alone. I could live 1,000 lives, you see, once again, but I'm starting to lose count. When I get my tracheotomy, my intentions will be sound.
His intentions will be sound.
When I think about my yesterdays and the such, and how much I did not know. When I think of colonoscopy, then I really gotta go.
Then I really gotta go.
What I really need to know, I don't know, I can't find what I really need and how. Is this sweet independent time, undefined, or an witness sign as to what we have now? I can wish upon the sun on the beach through the light, but the sun could fizzle out. Look to other stars, it seems. Questioned out.
He's a doctor.
When you look into your mind, you see once again just exactly who you are. And the thoughts become reality. They're exactly who you are. They're exactly who you are. They're exactly who you are. They're exactly who you are.
Dr. Glassheart. Act 1, Scene 2. Still at the doctor's office. And of course, you know, if you're at the doctor's office too much, you really have to start questioning some things. Nadine is thinking out loud to herself. She's talking out loud to herself. And in reality, who is there really else? Nadine.
I know what's in my heart of hearts. I mean, we even got a machine for that. It's called a heart monitor. It monitors your heart. I'm a good person with a good heart. I performed the test myself. I got a good heart.
Nadine has a good heart.
That's what I said. I monitor the thermometer. It never reads red. My EKG reads A-OK. I'm as healthy as a horse, as the doctor would say. I even power walk 4 or 5 miles a day. It's just my heartache won't go away.
Nadine continues.
I suffer from a broken heart. The jaws of life can't pull apart. I need some love. I need a man. I'm sure the doctor understands. I need some magic in my life. A certain kind of magic. Nice. A certain kind of tragic. What could it be? A little bit of magic. What shall I see? A certain kind of something has gotten over me. A little bit of magic will do the trick. A little bit of lavender, a candle, and some wax and wig. A certain kind of magic has gotten over you. A certain kind of someone doesn't hardly stick around. A certain kind of questionable character in town. A certain kind of someone who is soon expecting you to do a certain kind of something that they told you never not to do. A certain kind of someone isn't hard to figure out. A certain kind of something doesn't hardly ever leave a doubt. A certain kind of magic has gotten over you.
Checking appointments. That's good.
A certain kind of moniker is tricky to pronounce. Another cause of action is reaction to announce. Another use of language is incendiary times. No need for intonation if the sound is fine. It rhymes and rhymes. A certain old acquaintance is here and gone. A certain gleam of recognition recognizes not for long. A certain recollection has just remembered you. A lot of people get it, and a lot of people don't. I'm trying to be patient. If I will, I will. I won't, I won't. A certain kind of something has been affected. A certain kind of nothing has been elected. A certain kind of magic has gotten over you.
Boom. Don't worry, we're union. Don't worry about it. Actually, more like, don't worry, we're not.
Don't tell me.
Practiced several times. That's fine. Act 1, scene. Let's keep it. Yes, 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 yes. I like to gauge my audience. Very nice. Very nice. All right. That means we can go into phase 2 soon. Rico's snoring. Rico's coughing. Sneezing. Big yawn. Oh, that was for real. Stretches into she starts waking up, and then we hear the sounds of birds chirping. Anyone? It's immersive theater.
Oh, look at the beautiful birds. Come here, birds. Here, birds.
A loud explosion is about to happen in like 5.
Whoa! About faith! Say, sir. I said, sir. Drop and give me 20. Beth, run, oh.
Could be another explosion in about 5.
Ah! Mutiny! Mutiny on the Bounty! Onward, Christian soul! All hands on deck! Rock and roll! Man down! Mike, are you alright? Oh, Mike! That's what... Oh, Blue Eyes was a red! Roger. I said Roger. What more?
There's gonna be one more explosion to possibly wake up the standing sleep. 5, 4.
It's the trouble. It's the GMOs. It's Obamacare. It's got the coverage. It's the Taliban. It's Afghanistan. Pakistan and Saddam against the Shah of Iraq. Whoa. Menachem begging for some gold. Gold in mine ear. Menachem begging for some gold in mine ear.
Hey, buddy. Hey, excuse me. Buddy, yo,
Hey.
come on, we gotta move along here. You can't stay here. The park's closed. They're tearing down this whole garden to make way for affordable housing. Condos,
All right, officer, all right. Right? One day at a time, that's what I do. So, take it easy. What did you say?
Oh, hang on a second. Oh, wait, we got a 5150. A report of a person riding a bike that's not a city bike. An arrest!
Wait, who's in charge here?
Looks like you are now, Rico.
In that case, no power will prevail. No power shall stand against this magic garden, against this magic land. Save this garden! Save this magical garden! Save this garden! Save this magical garden. Where there's magic to be found, there's magic all around. I know you're out there. Are you out there? Let me know you're out there. Save this garden. Save this magical garden. Save this garden. It's most magnificent, most significant. There's magic in here. There is magic everywhere. up in the city. New York's a tough town, and we need magic gardens all around. Nature's hard to find in this most industrial time. Take a stand for a change. Take a risk for a gain. Save this garden, save this magical garden from the powerful elite. Not you, the other one. Plant some flowers in the street. I know you're with me. Are you with me? Tell me you're with me. Save this magical garden. Save this garden. This most magnificent, most significant. Save this garden. Save this magical garden. When? Now! Now! Now!
Kaboom! That's alright, last time I forgot last time. Keep it that way. We still have like 7 more scenes to go. Act 1, Scene 4. Day turns to night. It's the doctor's office. Nadine is cleaning up and or tidying up at the office. She uses a feather duster for the ultimate clean office experience. And, at Dr. Glassheart's request, the feather duster is a multicolored feather duster because there's really no reason not to go with a multiple colored duster. Exponential Festival. Duster is now is there. Love is a complicated mechanism. And I'm not here to tell you otherwise. And as far as medical office romances go, well, those can be some of the most complicated of all. It's the end of the day. It's the beginning of the night. It's your choice. I don't generally get in the middle of such things. Nadine sings to herself, out loud, humming, if you will, possibly the tune of a certain kind of magic that you heard earlier.
The doctor takes the lobster, the oyster, and the crab. The doctor's gonna marry me. I'll be the mom to be the dad. He's a very powerful surgeon, you know. Oh, full moon tonight, and you know what that means. No, neither do I. But I do know this. We are all under the same full moon tonight, which means I am with you, and you are with everyone too. Look at this moon. Look at this moon. Oh yes, I've seen it here before. Pretty the sun, pretty strong tonight. Look at the sun sobbing boy in the sun, making good history. Like the child of Sunday in the sea. I'll be it when you can't see. Look at the moon. Look at the stars. Look at the sea. Real as anything you want to. Real as anything. Real as anything you want to be.
Dr. Glassheart!
Sky. Oh yes, I see it in your eyes. Come into your presence in your stare. I like the thought of birds in my eye. Look at the sweet air. I like the calm and quality in life's fair. Look at the sky through the air. Look at this moon. Look at the sea. Look at
Real as anything you want to.
Real as anything.
Real as anything you want to be. Real as anything you want to.
Real as anything.
Real as anything you want to be.
Wow. Act 1, Scene 5. The epic microphone stand scene.
Dr. Glassheart, I think I need a new microphone in this office.
Some doctors' offices don't even have microphones, okay? So, I think we're doing okay. Seamless transition into Act 1, Scene 5. The lights are back up. It's the doctor's office. Rico's sitting in the chair as well. Rico is obviously still at the... Oh, here we go. He's obviously doing something at the VA and the MA and the ADMA. He was at the office. But he's back. He's sitting in that ridiculous chair. I know this chair's not that ridiculous, but
Doc,
Yeah. You're back. Let's get back to business, Rico. What are your deepest and darkest dreams?
my dreams ain't dark, Doc. But they're deep
it's true.
and embarrassing.
Well, embarrassing, huh? Well, you can tell me if you want.
Doc, I want to save the world, Doc. I dream of saving the world. Saving the world is my... Doc! Doc! I want to save the world.
Tried ibuprofen?
Doc, I want to save the world and I got a plan.
A 3-point plan, I assume.
Yeah, 3-point plan. My plan is to have a plan. And to implement that plan and to get a plan.
That's a plan?
Doc, I have a plan to save the world. A 3-point plan. If only I was president. Well, co-vice president. You know, the one really calling all the shots, making all the deals. My 3-point plan is this. 1. Save this magical garden now.
Yeah. It's okay.
And 2, Doc, the metric system. Implement the metric. 1 centimeter.
Yeah, we can do it. Be like everyone else.
And 3rd, to make Puerto Rico the 51st state of this union.
Yes. And Israel, the 52nd state.
You and your Israel, would you please stop?
I'm sorry.
God.
Sorry. Narrator backtracks. Apologizes profusely. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
First and last time.
Christ.
First and last. We're not having it again. I apologize profusely. Sorry.
So that's my plan, Doc. What do you think? Doc.
Lobster. Baby aspirin. Have you tried baby aspirin? Generally will suffice.
Yes. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, I was late, but we still have time, right? So, I think it's fair you tell me your dreams. I told you my dreams. What are your dreams, Doc? What?
I said I write songs. I'm a songwriter when I'm not at the office.
No, now everyone I know is a singer-songwriter.
I know, me too. I think he's serious.
So, how many hits you get on the YouTube? You get a lot of likes?
I can't show anyone my songs, Rico. They're just so very personal and so very deeply emotional and maybe 3 or 4 chords at most.
Indie rock sounds like. Can't be helped. Doc, listen, I gotta get going. But insurance card. Yeah, Doc, it's a gig.
I wasn't supposed to go into this right now, but I feel this is our final show tonight here at the Brick Theater that I need to actually quickly go back into Dr. Glassheart's past in preparation for the prequel, which is the sequel. Whenever Dr. Glassheart hears about medical cards, he hears the voice of his mentor, his hero, his idol, Dr. L.L. Lionheart, the Reverend from the boat, and the voice that the doctor hears from him sounds something like this. Dr. Glassheart. I mean, you're not a doctor yet. I mean, my young intern. Whenever they show you the insurance card, this is like a voice from like above. This is Dr. Lionheart. You're thinking of a deeper voice. This is the best I can do. Always, when they show you the insurance card, always test for Tay-Sachs, sickle cell anemia, and scoliosis. First, do no harm to the insurance card, because you might need it later. That was the voice from above of the deceased Dr. L.L. Lionheart, who was not supposed to be mentioned tonight. And I just get a little choked up even thinking about him sometimes because of the importance that he's had on Dr. Glassheart's development when he was an intern. Crickets are chirping. Yeah, crickets are chirping. An old hoot owl's hooting. Yeah, it's immersive theater. It's cool. A little light shines through the back door. The doctor carefully gets his acoustic guitar, and he possibly, when we get this for a little further developed, he installs a video camera on the ceiling. I know we didn't quite get to that part yet. The doctor believes that he's alone, but Rico and Nadine are watching through the window and conveniently singing background vocals, and that's the way they call it a night.
I sailed the 7 seas, I used a telescope. 'Twas for my heart to beat, I'll choose the stethoscope, and land is overseas. And that's the way they call it a night. All comers take a thee, I never heard a sound. It was such a sight to see. Call me, I'll be around. We'll have a cup of tea. And that's the way they call it a night. I'll practice what I preach, I'll make a make-believe. Just say these mighty words, be what you want to be, and turn the other cheek. And that's the way they call it a night. Fellow, could you spare a moment of your time to never wash away my misery? Spirit souls colliding violently, declaring utmost amnesty. A general's dissent, and generally betray us. Never never be content with someone else's chaos and call it like it is. And that's the way they call it a night. I've got a mind to speak, I've got a tale to tell. We're all humanity. I want you to be well until we meet again. That's the way they call it a night, until we see again. That's the way they call it a night, until we be again. And that's the way they call it a night. Dr. Glassheart.
And that was the end of Act 1. So I have a couple quick announcements to read here before we start Act 2. A couple of sponsors I'd like to thank for the show. I have to do this so we can keep the show going here. It's very important. Dr. Glassheart Medical Doctor is brought to you by Dr. Glassheart and Associates. Heartache, headache, painache, backache, pain in the neck, pain ache. Whatever ails you, Dr. Glassheart and his highly trained associates are ready for you. Dr. Glassheart would like to thank our other sponsor, Max Roach Exterminators. Max Roach Exterminators, the official exterminator of Dr. Glassheart and Associates, Max Roach Exterminators, serving all of Bushwick and beyond. If it kills, we move it. Max Roach Exterminators. Who is ready for Act 2? Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to do a quick set. By the way, what's that? If anyone's brought any snacks, this would be a really socially acceptable time to open up your snacks. This would be a good time to crinkle some stuff around. One thing, be glad that I'm not behind you in the theater, because when I'm behind someone in the theater, I've got the loudest snacks. Not because of the packaging, no, but because they're so fibrous, crunchy. I do these things, they're like these seeds that just come from right off the tree. So don't sit behind me behind the theater, whatever you do. It's really loud. But anyway, if you want to go for some snacks, it's a good time while we set up the stage. I hear snacks. That's quickly go. What's going on up there? That's some serious snacking going on in the front row there. That's some front row snacking. That's the best kind of. You're going to snack, oh my God, you guys. Snacks. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. That's all I can say. Wow, you are like the snackingest audience. All of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America! Ladies and gentlemen, President of the United States of America! Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States of America!
Oh, please, sit down. Stand up. Sit down. No, I'm just joking. I got it. Hey-o!
The President continues.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, do solemnly swear, God damn it, to have and to uphold the principles to which that we hold dear, life, liberty, and the pursuit of communists. So help me God, in sickness and in health, for richer and poorer, one nation under God, invisible, with liberty and just us. Yes, so help me God. So help me God. In God we trust, until death do us part, happily ever after. Amen. Forever and ever, and ever and ever, forever and ever. Amen.
The President continues.
Folks, constituents, fellow businessmen, and citizens, we are gathered here today to pave the way forwards and upwards. Brand new condominium developments. Affordable housing for those who can afford it. Luxury studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, a rooftop deck with a pool, a rooftop pool with a deck, a rooftop deck with a rooftop pool, and a rooftop gym with all the amenities that one comes to expect from affordable housing. But wait, there's more! But more about that later. But for now, this is the land where the condos will rise.
Slight pause.
I declare this pile of dirt, this overgrown ditch, this haphazard pile of dirt, a sight for sore eyes. Yes, we declare this children's magical garden condemned, effective now, and effective immediately, and effective now. Case closed is what we generally say. So, let's build ourselves some condos. Good day!
The President of the United States of America!
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Perfect. More perfect. What could be more perfect than perfect? A more perfect union. How could I form a more perfect union than that which has already been formed? Formed. Informed. Informed with information. Information I got. Military secrets I got. I know a little. I know a lot. Whatever you do, don't get me started about it, because I won't know when to stop, and furthermore, whatever you do, whatever you say, don't get me started about JFK. Anyway, dreams are meant to fall apart, and don't get me started about Linda and things. Change the reins. Dreams were meant to fall apart, and don't get me started about Harvey Lee. Bullets 3. Dreams but not forgotten, and don't get me started about Jackie O. Whoa. Dreams are meant to fall apart, and don't get me started about Harvey Lee. No, bullets 3, yeah. Dreams are but not forgotten, and don't get me started about Rubenstein or Palestine. Dreams are but not forgotten, and don't get me started about the grassy knoll or Gary Null. Dreams are meant to fall apart, and don't get me started about Vietnam or Sudan. Dreams are gone but not forgotten, and don't get me started about those Dallas Cops. Camelot. Dreams are meant to fall apart, and don't get me started about Marilyn. Dreams are but not forgotten, and don't get me started about Bobby. Dreams are but not forgotten, and don't get me started about Edward M. Teddy, Mary Jo. Dreams meant to fall apart. Don't start
Act 2, Scene 2. The doctor's office. It's amazing how that works. Nadine and Dr. Glassheart are back in the office. They keep moving around each other. It's not just missing each other. They're doing a backwards dance, if you will. So each one moves one way, there goes the other, moving the other way, moving the opposite, back and forth and back, but while somehow managing to perform office duties and tasks. Back and forth and back. Nadine.
Dr. Hotglass, Rico just called. He said to please lower my prescription, my meaning his prescription, by 25 milligrams because he's having such a good day. And you know, he's up to 64 milliliters of wheat rashers every morning after he jogs for 5 kilometers. What do you think about that, Doctor? Doctor?
Famous last words, Nadine. Famous last words.
What famous last words, Doctor? The end?
Rico's delusional, Nadine. Who said that?
The doctor continues.
I mean, Rico was going on and on, over and over and over, on and on, pretending to be vice president, or at least co-vice president.
Well, Doctor, I do generally tend to agree with Rico on matters of arts and politics. You know, the important stuff.
You know, Nadine, you are pretty smart.
The doctor smiles at Nadine just a bit and exits. Or does he?
You know, I am pretty smart. Pretty and smart. That's what the doctor said.
That's what the doctor said.
I know that's what he said.
Nadine applies red lipstick while looking at herself in the medical mirror. She takes no notice of the doctor as he sings from awful far. I have reason to believe at this moment that Dr. Glassheart, medical doctor, is admiring Nadine at this moment as he sings.
That red lipstick doesn't make ya a beautiful, although it doesn't hurt. And that flower that you're wearing in your hair defines the truth like the leggings underneath your medical skirt. Oh, I never noticed most of it. It doesn't matter that that red lipstick is smudged. Ah, that red lipstick that you're wearing tonight might be the night I fall in love.
Dr. Glassheart, ladies! Dr. Glassheart, gentlemen. You wish your doctor's office was a little bit like this.
I never noticed most of it. It doesn't matter that that red lipstick is smudged. Ah, that red lipstick that you're wearing tonight might be the night. Today could be the day. Today could be the night. Tonight could be the day. Today could be the night. Could be the night. Could be the day. Yeah, tonight might be the night I fall in love. That red lipstick, way-oh.
That's a tricky song. It's jazz.
This time? Still at the. Oh, over back. Of course. I don't feel that. Seriously. It's more like a modern middle-aged musical. It's more like let's say yes, right?
Yes, podium. How about audience vote? Podium? I guess it's better to take a chance that it's there because we need it, and if we didn't put it there and we need it, then the president will come out. Okay, let's take a chance. Oh, so you know what? So you know when you've so-called made it in show business, when you know that you've made it, is when you do your show. There's an actual car on stage, and when they actually pull out specifically a vintage New York City taxi cab on stage for your musical. You know that you've made it for a couple of reasons. One is that you got a big budget to work with. That's always good, always good. But two is when tourists come in to see the show, they can say, "How did they get that car on that stage? How did they do that? Got a car on the stage? How did they do that?" So then, here's what we got. We're talking about cardboard props, right? Yeah. Come on. Whoa!
Whoa! That was some driving there, buddy. You went all the way up the FDR Drive. You crossed over all the way out of the way, by the way, and you crossed over into the Harlem River Drive. Then you went back down all the way out of the way, West Side Highway. Then you got off and crossed town. You went over the Ed. You got on the BQE. Again, all the way out of the way. You got onto the LIE, the BQE again, and you made a left. And you wound up right here on Metropolitan.
Not bad.
That was a lot of driving.
That's $14.50, boss.
For all that driving?
Yeah.
Well, here's a 20.
Thanks, boss.
Keep the change.
You know I will.
I guess I gotta be like that sometime.
Yeah. I don't mind at all.
Makes me feel like dancing.
Look out.
If you're lonely and still shy, well, just come along with that look in your eye, and you tell them, like today, you've come a long way. If you're sad and still blue, whoa, just go down, you'll know what to do, and you tell them that's twice today. You've come a long, long way. Tomorrow afternoon, okay. Tomorrow after. God has got us into this war for man's sake, for heaven's sake, good morning. And so it goes on and on, etc. La-di-da, blah, 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 etc., etc. Hey, if you're thinking about the past, don't get stuck there because the past, it won't last. You just tell it like today. You come a long, long way. Tomorrow afternoon's okay. Tomorrow, man has got us into this war. For God's sake, for heaven's sake, for heaven's sake. Good morning. So it goes on and on, etc. and on and on, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Another time, another place, in space, another Ramadan done. Let's get out of this place. Oh, it comes on and on, etc. Blah blah blah, etc. 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 God has got us into this war for man's sake. Man has got us into this war for God's sake. God has got us into this war Man say, God has got us into this war. For God, man has got us into this war. For God's sake, another Ramadan done, another Ramadan done, another Ramadan done, another Ramadan ding dong.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken, it's President of the United States of America!
Oh, thank you. Sit down. Folks, I declare this project 95% complete. On my end, anyway. And please allow me to do the ceremonial first scoop of the shovel. Or the first shovel of the scoop, if you will. The first scoop of the shovel. The shovel, please. Please. The shovel. Thank you. The shovel, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. There you go. There we go. Yeah? See ya? All right. Now, as sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our condos.
The president has suffered has fallen down and suffered a serious injury. I believe, by all accounts, it's a third degree repetitive, high stress hip fracture.
I've suffered a third degree repetitive, high stress hip fracture. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh no. I know, I thought you thought it was going to be a good time out here tonight, right? We have worked ourselves into a hole in this one. Seamless transition into Act 2, Scene 4. The doctor's office, where we always are. The doctor adjusts his calendar from March to March. I made it a little bit tricky for the doctor, but that's okay. What is time, anyway? Seriously. Just blow off all the appointments. Who needs it? Who needs those appointments? Your kids will pay for private school some other way, I suppose. The doctor adjusts his calendar from March to March. He prepares for his day by moving some things around. Maybe moving a couple things around. He may be humming. In comes the president. But he's on crutches and or using a cane.
Dr. Glassheart, your professionalism astounds the establishment. You are a very, very powerful surgeon. Dr. Hartglass, you saved my hip, and I thank you, so help me God. Jim, I can call you that, right, Jim? Jim, I would just as soon appoint you Surgeon General. But good luck getting Dr. Oz out of that cushy job. Doctor, you saved my hip. I will do anything for you. What could I possibly do to extend my... to offer you my...
The president continues.
Dr. Glassheart, what could I possibly do to show my gratitude? I would do anything for you, Dr. Hartglass. You saved my hip, Dr. Glassheart. You saved my hip, and I will do anything within the unlimited power of the American presidency to show my appreciation towards you. Yes, anything. Oh, call me maybe. Oh, and adjust that calendar, will you? It's already April.
It's April Fool. For April's Fool. What does it matter when you know who's fooling who? Another day, another buck, another prank to pull you over. Now you're riding on your luck. I tell a lie, you tell the truth. What does it matter when they call the news the news? What does it matter? Pull the wool over my ears. Oh, another prank to pull. The president is crying with false tears. The sky is green, the grass is blue. What does it matter when you're going up on who knows who's who? What does it matter when they call a day a day? Oh, tomorrow's April Fool's for April Fool. Tomorrow is today. The understood, the also ran. The chains of infrastructure binding forth from freedom in a can. You twist that top, out pops that snake. Oh, what does it matter when the overrun are overrun with hate? The day is dark, the night is bright. What does it matter when you're passing through that long eternal light? What does it matter? Pull the wool over my eyes. What does it matter when the reawakening becomes awake? I'm taking books right off that shelf. These words belong to no one, everyone, or even just myself. The constant chatterbox, the nonsense and the love we didn't make. What does it matter when the reawakening? Oh no, on April 1st, or maybe not. Perhaps on March the 32nd, or the day that time forgot. I'll mark my calendar, I'll save the date, I'll be there, shout hooray. The fact that time will tell the truth, it's true, on this April Fool's Day.
Act 2, Scene 5. April Fool's fades out. A seamless transition into Act 5, Scene 2. Act 5, Scene 5. Act 2, Scene 5. A seemingly seamless transition into Act 2, Scene 5. The doctor is about to phone in his political favor from the president.
Mr. President, I'm phoning in my political favor.
Actually, if you could text it in, that would be best. Yes, text is best. Yeah.
Mr. President, I have a favor to ask, and as you can probably already expect,
It's
a
a
three-pronged
three-pronged
favor.
favor.
Exactly. You see, my patient, Rico, has some very progressive ideas.
Rico from Puerto Rico?
Yes, of course. Rico wants Puerto Rico to be made the 51st State of the Union. So perhaps you could appoint Rico vice president, or at the very least co-vice president. For the second prong of my favor, I have an issue from my past that could affect my good standing in the medical community. I've developed some rather exotic hobbies. Do you know those feather dusters?
These multicolored ones.
Yes, of course. These feathers come from a bird called the painted bunting. And I hunt the rare painted bunting bird for its beautiful feathers.
You're hunting the bunting?
The audience is outraged again.
Well, at least this scandal isn't splashed all over social media.
OMG, where's my flip phone? Did you know that the painted bunting was spotted in Brooklyn in Prospect Park? OMG, LOL.
Dr. Glassheart, we could just use a regular old feather duster. We don't need this fancy thing anyway, am I right?
And I could be less messy, creating less dust, and or not creating more dust.
That's good.
Good point.
That's a good point. I think we should really just brush this whole feather dusting scandal under the rug, if you asked me. Right? We really should.
My fellow countrymen, I understand that a lot has happened concerning my HIP and my administration and the flag industry over the past 24 to 26 hours with the anointment of Puerto Rico as the 51st State of the Union. I executively appoint as co-vice president Rico from Puerto Rico. Co-vice president Rico. Come on out here, co-vice president Rico. Mr. Co-vice president Rico from Puerto Rico.
As your new co-vice president, and the one really calling all the shots, making all the deals, in charge as most vice presidents are of not only perks and reparations, but parks and recreations. And so, I hereby declare this public land public once again, and this children's magical garden an historical landmark of historical proportions. As of now and forever! Pending my imminent election to the presidency and my subsequent pardoning of the president who will have been impeached. And that will happen.
So help me God.
So help me God?
Yes,
So help me God.
Rico from Puerto Rico, everybody. Yes, fellow countrymen and women. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep these immigrants out! Just remember what the good books say. Feed your head. Feed your head.
President continues.
Folks, you have been a wonderful electorate. You have laughed at most of my jokes, and you will give me the benefit of the doubt through my imminent impeachment and pardoning process. Now, if you'll pardon me, I have a bit of a recovery to make. Might as well shoot from the hip if you're gonna shoot it all.
If you're gonna shoot it all,
Anyone can do it.
anyone can do it.
Anyone at all.
Anyone at all.
Might do it all.
We can do it all.
Tonight, we can do most anything that you need.
We can do most anything that
You could even become the president.
Tonight, we can do most anything that we must.
we can do experiments and the such.
I might even try walking without this crutch.
Tonight, life is what it is.
Thoughts were meant to fit.
That's the way it is.
What I'm telling you,
Look the other way.
might as well shoot from the hip. If we're gonna shoot it all.
If we're gonna shoot it all,
Anyone can do it.
anyone can do it.
Anyone at all.
Anyone at all.
You might as well shoot from this hip if you're gonna get it together. If you're gonna get it together, we could get it together.
We can get it together.
I could have it all.
We can have it all. We can have it all. We can have it all.
Dr. Glassheart, medical doctor. Congratulations. Let me introduce the staff to you. I mean, the cast to you. As ladies and gentlemen, Rico from Puerto Rico, Joe Crow Ryan. The President of the United States of America, Mike Amato.
And police officer.
And police officer number one. Police officer number one. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Stefani is Nurse Nadine. And Dr. Andrew Hoepfner as Dr. Glassheart. My name is Jason Trachtenburg, and so I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. If when I putting this show together, I didn't want any confusion to be left over. It's like, what happened to the doctor? All this kind of stuff. So we're actually going to open things up for a little post-show press conference. If anyone has any questions, the doctor should be out. He's fixing himself a martini. Nadine will be out momentarily. If you want to ask a real doctor a real question, you want to ask us anything about show business, how to get your show at the Brick, and anything you want. We should be taking questions momentarily. The doctor, he's packing up for the night. I see. That's very good. That's very good. He has big plans going on at 1 o'clock in the morning in Williamsburg. That's excellent. So the doctor's back. If you have any questions you want to ask him, I believe Nadine, the nurse, is probably putting on some when we get the budget, some puffy slippers. She'll come out momentarily. And Rico from Puerto Rico, I know what he's doing, but we can't talk about that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Amato, the President of the United States of America, looking good. Got that. Nice and relaxed. Nice and relaxed. That's good. Nice and relaxed. That's important. That's important. Yeah. So maybe we can take a second to think about if you have any questions. Think about any questions you might have for the President of the United States. Do we? Yeah, I think we have a question. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, I'm Rick Shaw from the USA Today, Chinese Online Edition.
Wow, I had no idea.
Dr. Glassheart, how is the president doing in his recovery from the third degree repetitive high stress hip fracture?
He's doing well, he's getting around the White House a bit, watching a little TV, mostly Fox News and The Bachelor. But I've got him on a strict diet of mostly pineapple and bromelain, chondroitin, glucosamine, MSM, cayenne pepper powder, lemon water. All these will help heal and save the president's hip. Next question, please.
Hi everyone, Papa Rod's gossip columnist from InsideGossip.com. So Nadine, want to tell our readers about you and the good doctor? Inquiring minds want to know, We want some gossip and the juicy dirt.
Oh, well, me and the doctor, I just decided we should be good friends. You know, we work together and we work together. He's a very powerful surgeon. Next question.
Ask a doctor a real question.
Please stand, state your name and affiliation, please.
Ask a real doctor a question. Ask a real doctor a real question. Any questions?
Reporter number 3.
Sure.
Mr. President, do you always plan your press conferences with staged reporters who ask you questions for which you already have answers?
Generally speaking, yeah. That's how we roll. Yeah. Any other questions from Ask a Real Doctor a Real Question?
Yes.
Yes.
John Brickman, the Rico, like I said. Which of you are most likely to get your own spin-off musical show?
Most likely me.
Thank you very much. Good night. We're Dr. Glassheart. Excellent quick theater for having us. Thank you. Thanks to Teresa, Timothy, Eris, Michael Gardner, whoever it is. Thank you. Good night. Oh, thank you to Barrett for the sound and lights. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Good night.
Might as well shoot from the hip if you're gonna shoot it all.
If you're gonna shoot at all.
Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Anyone at all. Anyone at all. Might as well shoot from the hip if we're gonna get together.
If we're gonna get it together.
We could get it together. We could get it together. We could do it all. We could do it all.